he ended up pulling up. She like pulled me to the side like midway, like towards the end of class. It's like, yo, he's pulling up. I was like,
oh my God. Did you get nervous? Make
You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Mic'd Up on a Tuesday. We have a very, very, very special guest. She just did something kind of minor called the Super Bowl. Give it up for Jordan Laza. Oh my God. I've known this girl since you were what, like
17, 18.
Like 17, 18 years old. Now a grown woman killing the game. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
I was like, Jordan, you got to come. She was like, I don't know, dog. I was like, Jordan, you got to come. She was like, I don't know, dog. So yeah. Okay, wait. Let's talk about, I always ask my guests, how did we meet? Do you remember how we met?
Fold me like a pretzel on that thing, I'm doing tricks. Yeah. Pop the X-Pill, acrobatics on it.
I came to your class at Playground.
When you first moved here?
When I first moved here. I honestly think I did take your class maybe one time before that, like at a convention.
I feel like it was in like a something that I came to your city because you're from Houston originally, right?
Yeah. Did you do Misfits?
I did do Misfits. Yes, that's exactly it. Period.
Yep,
Yeah. That was it. Oh my God. And you were always just killing it in the front with those gorgeous big eyes and looking bomb, eating braids. The era. Okay, so born and raised in Houston. How was that? Like,
well, I wasn't born in Houston, but I do rep Houston very heavily because that's just where I grew up for most of my life. But I'm actually from the DMV.
Oh shit, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Like what area, what part?
PG County.
PG County. Yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
But I can't claim it. So
Yeah, we don't claim it.
I can't claim it. Like respectfully.
I love it. So you were in Houston pretty much your whole adult life.
From like 10 years old on.
Okay, word.
Yeah.
And trained out there.
Yes.
What studio were you at?
I was at a studio called Top Flight.
Okay.
But I also did come from train with Dance Zone,
Got you.
Sheila. Like we have
Got you.
like
Sheila. Oh my
God.
Trayvon. Jada Walker talk shit. Okay.
Sheila, like the beast.
The beasts come from Houston. Exactly. There was an era where you guys all came out here and just started storming the scene, and we were like,
it did. And still are.
Period. Okay, talk about being a convention kid, because I think you may be the first convention kid I've had on the show. Hey. How was that? Like, it's a whole different world, obviously.
It is a whole different world.
Yeah.
But it definitely prepared me for this world.
Absolutely.
So, wow. It was so long ago. I'm actually thinking about, like, going back into that world, like the competition convention world, because I just, like, kind of miss it so much and miss where I came from. But, man, it was a
world.
Time. Yeah, I can't even imagine training from 9 a.m. to like 6. I can't even imagine that. I can't even take a class now without being like
multiple classes all day, all styles, all different outfits, everything.
Mm-hmm. 1 hour lunch and was still ready to keep going afterwards.
And you have scholarship like rehearsal on during that 1 hour lunch, so you're not really eating.
What?
Let's
and then
be real.
Rehearsal afterwards for the show on Sunday. Like,
till 10 a.m., 10 p.m., 10, 11 p.m. Yeah.
But that was a life. I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
And I feel like you thrived off of that because you look like you enjoy hard work. Like you give that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And it makes you a beast. No shade. Which ones did you go to?
I did the Radix. I did Pulse at the very tail end of it. Like,
right.
I definitely got a taste from it. Ooh.
I know it'd be long ago.
What was the convention circuit 20? Break the Floor.
Radix, Jump, Nouveau.
I did Jump. I didn't do Nouveau.
24/7.
I didn't do 24/7.
24/7.
I never got into those. Like. Different.
The other ones, yeah. But Radix at the time, I feel like was the one that people were like, let's get to it. Okay, period. Moving to LA full time, when did you move?
Right when I turned 18.
Stop. Mm-hmm. And you knew you were going to do that from your whole life?
No. Well, like 15, 16.
Okay.
I was like, I want to do this.
Let's do this.
Because at first it was very much like my sister did band. She was in the marching band.
Oh, okay.
So football games, we saw like the dance teams and like Texas, the dance teams,
eat.
The cheerleaders. Yeah, they eat. So I was like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
And then my mom was like asking all the moms, like, how do I get my kid into this? And she put me in the studios and kind of went through it that way. And then by the time I got to high school, I was like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I got other things, like other dance stuff. And
I love it.
yeah, as soon as I turned 18, I was like, I'm going to LA.
We out.
And my parents were like, okay, but you got to go to school.
Okay.
Okay. I literally came out here and went to college for like 2 months.
Stop. Oh my God, you're like me. I did the same thing. I went to New York. I told my parents, I was like, yeah. Went to New York for like literally, I was in school for maybe 3 months and then dropped out.
New York?
Yeah. I wanted to be in New York so bad. That was like the vibe because I wanted to be on Broadway.
Oh.
So then I dropped out and I got on Broadway. So it was like, yeah, I get it. I get what you mean.
You wanted to be on Broadway?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to do.
When did the dream change?
Oh my God. And when this hip hop shit got involved, you know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, but that was like my thing. I went to school for musical theater too, did the whole thing, and then was in there for 3 months. And then they were like, you can't work at the same time as you go to school.
Right.
So when I got that call, I was like, gotta go, baby. Gotta go, baby. You have a supportive family. Speaking of your family, I always see you post them, like your dad, your mom. How can you talk about how important that is for parents who are in the industry or with their kids? Like, how important is that to like really push your kids? Because you don't know what these kids be going through, y'all. Trust me.
Real.
Trust me. Me. When I tell you, trust me.
I think it's the most important thing in my whole entire life, really, not just my career, because they've honestly been the support system. If I didn't have them, I probably wouldn't be doing this. I probably wouldn't be half of what I am without their love and their encouragement and their advice and always pushing me to continue to work hard, continue working hard, because, you know, nothing comes easy in this life. But I just love them so much.
Oh. Shout out to mom and dad.
Shout out to mom and dad.
Do you have brothers and sisters too?
I have a sister.
You have a sister.
Shout out to my sister. That's my dog.
Older or younger?
Older. Yeah. She's turning 29 this year.
Oh, nice. Was she a big part of your like upbringing too? Like as far as like dance and stuff like that? Was she like supporting you too?
She was always super supportive of my career. We hadn't always had the best relationship. It was, I'm annoying younger sister and she's, super smart older sister.
Got you.
She's a mechanical engineer.
Oh my God. So she's like really, really smart.
We love that. Smart. And then I just got everything that wasn't
everything
smart.
else
that wasn't smart. And she's also so goddamn gorgeous. So.
Oh, both of you are. Please stop it. Please. All right, future plans. Is it staying in LA? Is it like moving somewhere else?
No, I don't want to be in LA.
Yeah.
I have never really had the greatest experience. I'm super grateful
for
everything that I've gotten, super blessed for the people that have made my life so amazing, and everyone that I've met, but it just hasn't been easy.
Yeah, and that's real.
And it just doesn't feel like home. Like it's never felt like home. I've lived in a couple different places already, and all of them were just like, without my family, I don't actually feel complete anywhere.
It's tough. I feel you.
Yeah,
especially being that close to them.
Yeah.
Would you want to go back to Texas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want my family to be in Texas. I
love that.
Like
and a nice big old house with a big old yard.
With a pool.
That's not as expensive. With a pool. Okay. A big ass car. Like for real. No, I feel that. I'm not even mad at it.
Mortgage, like what they pay a month, is less than what I pay for.
I don't even like to hear about it. It makes me genuinely angry when I hear people Atlanta, Texas. Like I'm like, you pay what for a mortgage?
Exactly.
And it's a 2-story house with this and 3-car garage. And we out here shaking ass for money. Anyways. For real. Single, dating. Oh. There behind the ears. Everything I need to know.
It's hard.
Oh, it's beyond hard. It's beyond hard.
That's a part of the reason why my experience out here has been so super shitty, because I've just run into constant.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to call them anymore.
Mess.
Yeah.
And you're beautiful. You're successful. You're talented. So I already know it's just even harder.
I never thought that would equate to it being harder.
So you moved out here.
Like respectfully, never thought. Yeah. And when I growing up, I grew up like, oh, you're a beautiful girl, you're talented, you're smart. Like, oh, it's gonna be so
oh yeah, you're gonna get all of them. And
I was like, okay, bet. And then I get out here and I'm like, oh no,
I don't want all of them.
I don't want all of them at all.
Keep them.
None of them.
Keep them.
None of them.
Have them. No, I feel that, and it's also true. Like in the South, like in Texas or even Florida, like. it's just a different type of vibe. Like you feel like home. You literally feel home there. And I completely agree with you on that.
And the people are just different.
Very different.
Like, I don't know. And honestly, it is not even the people that I meet in like from LA. It's the people that have come in and like kind of taken on this persona.
Yeah. And everyone's out here trying to get something. Everyone's out here trying to get to another level or get to this or get to that. So you constantly feel that even in the dating scene, I feel like too.
Yeah.
Because you are at that point become a prize. You know what I mean? So yeah. Okay, let's talk Super Bowl. Shout out. Okay, first of all, let's just talk. How was the experience? How did like start to finish?
It was a good experience.
Yeah.
It was a long experience.
Yeah.
It was a lot of hard work. It was a lot of blood, sweat, and literal tears put into the performance.
So real. So real.
But the message,
oh my God.
like the message in itself is honestly what I'm most proud to be a part of. Because of the climate of everything that's going on.
Hello.
And how it seems like where we're headed to. It just, have you watched The Handmaid's Tale?
Yes.
Yeah, I never finished it, but like I'm
where we're at now.
It's
right where we're at, and it's a crazy thing to say, but in 2025, that's exactly how it feels.
And just it's really scary to me.
Yeah.
So to be able to be a part of a voice bigger than myself, that's for bigger change, and it's
than just a performance. Yeah. And you know what's cool about it? I think what it showed is that like, even with all this going on, like us as a people, like the people that got some fucking sense are standing together, and we don't give a fuck about how y'all feel at all. And that's what the whole performance gave to me. It was so black. It was so real. It was so us. It was tight as fuck. It was tight as fuck. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
The symbolism in the performance.
Yes.
How is that something that was crafted throughout, or is that something that you guys were kind of made aware of before it even started?
Charm just kept on saying like it's very him coded. Like I know what I'm doing. It's very him coded, and we're just like, okay, yeah. And honestly, I didn't start seeing it until the very end. I was like, whoa! Like when Samuel L. started coming into rehearsals, I was like, and narrating, and we heard what the narration was. I was like, oh,
crazy.
Oh wow,
so good.
Yeah,
oh my God,
she's.
Also, shout out to Charm LaDonna, choreographed the whole thing, ate that shit up.
The most watched thing ever.
No, like ever, apparently, right? Like on television, period. See what we do? See how we do? The moment you realized you were doing something bigger than, like you said, a performance, did that change the way you viewed it? Because listen, let's be real. We all get in these performances. We all have been on these long jobs, like you were saying, and we get over it because it's a long process. It's hard on the body. It's hard on the brain. It's hard on the emotions. You're away from your family. Yeah. What kind of gave you that extra boost to say, nah, bitch, we doing it for real out here?
Other than the fact that, at the end of the day, it's a job. Yeah. And you gotta get through it.
Yeah.
It was just seeing it. I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Sorry.
No, you can cut. You know what? Fuck yeah.
Like,
for real.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, no. It was really just that, and just being with my friends, just being with good people on the job, like it just makes it.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of the whole performance?
Honestly, it was when the Turfers, which was they're from the Bay.
Oh my God, they were so fly.
Yeah, when they posted up on the light pole and they just
so tight.
I was like with the grill.
Oh my God, it made me want to get goals. I was like, what is that right there? I want to get goals.
It was just so like
real.
Yeah, it was
real, especially with big stupid ass orange in the audience too. Like I just love that was all happening.
That shit was pissing me off.
I would have been like trying to find his ass. Like, where you at, bro? Nah, it's so crazy. I'm so happy y'all did that, and the way you did it was so great.
Yes,
so great. Yes. All right, are you a loner during rehearsals? Or are you like with the kids? Like you like kicking it with people, or are you like in the corner?
It really depends. It really depends on like if people that I'm really comfortable with are on the job, then I'm super comfortable.
Right.
But if I go on a job and I don't really know people, or like just haven't worked many jobs, I tend to be a loner.
Yeah.
I tend to be a little quiet, which makes people think like, oh, that's a bitch.
Oh me. I was just talking about this with Isabel. I was like, people think I'm a bitch, and I'm not. I'm just quiet.
Yeah.
And I'm just doing what we're supposed to do, right? Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
No. And it's also our face.
Yes. Okay.
Our resting face.
You have RBF like me and Claudia and all of us. Okay, good.
Absolutely.
We need to start a club. So that people know that we're not. We just have the face. Oh, okay, period.
And honestly, I got that in rehearsal because there was a lot of people that I didn't know and a lot of people that I worked with for the first time. And people were not coming up to me, but like maybe like going to like one of my homegirls and being like, is she mean? Or like one of my homies was talking to another one of his homies and was like, nah, she's mean. She's mean. She's mean. I was like, how could somebody that's never spoken to me,
not one word, not one conversation, nothing. You mean?
I mean.
Okay.
What if I'm tired? What if I'm hungry? What if I just like lost some, like what?
Cold. I haven't eaten this morning. Like,
or what if I'm just chilling?
It's so real. And it's crazy because dancers will do that. Like the minute we see somebody walk into a room and we don't know much about them, we just have to like, let me describe them real fast. And then that's what's in my head.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yep. Crazy. Would you rather do a local LA job like TV show or something like that or a tour?
A tour.
But
I have a love-hate relationship with touring because I am away and I'm living out of a suitcase, and the logistics of things on tours can just get super hectic and just unorganized. Yep. So
no matter how much we plan,
how much you plan, like it's always something going awry. But I also do love being home. Such a homebody. Yeah. Like I moved into a new apartment like end of last year.
I saw that. Yeah. Congrats. You love it. Your own space, right? You by yourself.
I mean, I've been alone for like 4 years. Okay. 3-4 years already. Cool. But it's like an upgrade. Like it's a bigger space. It's like exactly what I wanted. So like I want to be home.
Yeah. Like I want to be in my shit that I paid for.
Yeah. No that shade. I paid for.
Okay, so speaking of tour, me and Jordan got to work together on the Nicki tour.
Yeah, that was exciting.
First of all, I saw a video. Okay, so I was looking for Big Difference on Twitter, and the first video I see is you, like right before y'all leave, the girls leave, and you fucking hit that. I commented, I said, "Is everything all right? Are we all good over there?" Like, please talk about that experience. That, first of all, that looks so fun. Just obviously the stage, the numbers, like her, like everything.
That was a big ass stage.
It was huge.
That was a big ass stage. Huge. That was a long show.
Oh my God, that part. It was very long. Was like when I saw the set list, I was like, ooh. We're doing all that? Oh,
parts,
wow. Period.
Baby. It was like on multiple pages. I was like,
no, like acts, like 3 different acts. For
yes. And then at the point, like towards the beginning of the tour, where it was like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Monica, Act 4, Act 5.
Oh yeah, because Monica comes out at the end. Tight. Okay.
We were like literally chilling for a whole 45 minutes in the show, then had to go back on
and go crazy. Like,
It was interesting. Yeah. I have so much love and respect for it now. In it, I was like stressed and just always going through something. I was going through a lot.
During the tour? Yeah. Oh, that's always hard too.
Yeah. Before I left, it was.
Like right before.
Like shit blew up in my life right before I left.
And you got brought on last minute, right?
I actually did not book it originally.
Stop. Shout out to you. So then they hit you up like right before rehearsal started.
It was actually 2 days after they started. So they started like on the 18th and I got hit up on the 20th. Like the morning my agent called. She was like, hey.
You walked in on the same first day as me.
Did I?
Or did you walk in? Because I remember we were talking Hollywood. And I was like, what do you know? And you were like, oh, I don't know anything.
It was the same week. It was definitely the same week. Because I was like, girl, I don't know.
I don't know much.
I just got here. Like I barely.
It's my first day out here.
Really, I don't even know like rate or nothing. I got nothing.
Just come.
I was truly, I think it was, I was truly like, oh yeah, I didn't get it. I was grieving. I was going through my grief because that was a tour that I got on and I was like, I need this first of all. Because before everything blew up in my life, like it was headed towards that direction.
Yeah,
it was already
felt
downfall. It. Yeah. Oh, so I was like, I need this. Like this tour is absolutely mine. Yeah. Went in, not obliterated in a bad way, but like obliterated that audition. Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm in have there. It. This is mine. And then I got the call saying that I didn't get it, and I was like, oh. Okay.
Tears immediately.
Yeah, like that's fine.
That's actually can you talk about that grieving process? Because I don't think people know what that really means. Like you just said, you went in there with such high hopes. Like, you know you're perfect for the job. Yeah. Obviously, great look, great dancing, and you still didn't get it.
Yeah.
And like, you had to get that call from your agent.
Yeah.
You know?
Honestly, after all these years, I've gotten to build up my tough skin with that because it used to.
Oh, baby. Ooh. Jordan.
I used to be down for a week.
I would do subliminal message on Instagram. Like, I'm that girl. I do that. Sweet. Oh, yeah, I used to be wild. Especially if it's something I knew I was like, come on now. Like, don't play in my face, bro. Like, come on. Yeah. But yeah, it happens. Yeah. It really happens.
Yeah. But it also proved to me that anything that is for me is not going to miss me. So if I didn't get it, like, there's a reason. Absolutely. There's always a reason. And most of the time, I will see it afterwards. Yeah. Like, hear about
100%. 100%. 100%. Yep. So having to learn all the choreography last minute, like basically, because they had learned a lot before you got there.
Not even.
Oh, really?
Even. No, I think it was like 4 or 5 pieces or something. So I just had to catch up just a little bit, but even that alone, walking in and knowing that I had to catch up just a little bit, I'm like,
it just takes you in a different mental headspace too. Like, damn, like I'm the new kid. Damn. How was traveling overseas and all that stuff? Because I know you guys had a lot of clothes, a lot of shit, a lot of stuff, a lot of hair, this, makeup, all that.
Man, I am a terrible packer. So from the beginning, it was an issue with me, with them, with me, because with me. I showed up with 3 like large suitcases, checked suitcases, and they were like, "Didn't we save 2?" Like. Yeah,
maybe could have.
Yeah, but I'm about to be gone for who knows how long.
Exactly, like, bro. Like,
I'm a dancer and I'm also a baddie, so
trying to look cute. Like hello, be so for real.
So yeah, it was an issue, and it was such a hassle because I was the one that had to always carry around that stuff, of course.
Did you leave clothes in cities?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Me and Darius was talking about that too. It's like you have no choice sometimes. Yeah. Like these jeans just gonna stay here. That's just that.
My favorite jacket.
my favorite puffer. Just gonna stay here. There's no room.
Yes, that is so real.
Favorite city to perform in?
In the States?
Let's go overseas and in the States. Yeah.
Ooh, in the States, New York was always.
Oh my God! Right.
New York is always so crazy because she's from there.
Yeah.
And then Houston was, Houston's my city.
How was that performance?
I love Houston.
Of course.
I never had a good show in Houston, but I love the energy.
Stop! Something always goes wrong in your Houston shows.
Always goes wrong in my Houston shows. Like every single tour. Every time I go to Houston, something always goes wrong. But
that's so crazy.
Yeah,
that's
energy
so weird.
Is great though. Love the energy.
Cool.
And then overseas, I loved Amsterdam.
Oh yeah, it was a good time.
I loved Amsterdam.
It was a good time. It was a good time. A BTS moment that the fans would love to know about that we didn't see.
BTS. Oh, I don't even know if I could talk.
Right. Like, I don't even know if I can say all that. Oh. I was living for the when her top came off and Charlize came back there and secret gadget fucking in 2 counts.
Char was a G. Oh my God. Thinks at the top of her head like so quick.
I'm telling you, man, that's a smart.
Gets back into it. I'm like,
yes, that's what it is. She's like a dance like AI. Like she's so real.
Is
so real.
Is.
Okay, let's talk about the Chanel bag first of all. That fucking bag, I then was about to write into Bo and be like, so can the choreographers get one too? Like, what's tea?
Like, I was a part of it.
It was gorgeous. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. Shout out to Nikki. That was we love that. Nikki. We love when artists give us gifts. You know what I mean? We work hard, man.
We do.
Give us some shit.
Okay.
Talk about the cast, because that cast, it's some of my favorite dancers were on that tour. So that was even more of an honor to get in there and work with you guys. How was it being with them?
I love them.
Oh my God, please.
I love them.
Please.
I really miss them on a daily basis.
I know.
That is honestly the only, not the only way.
No, but it keeps it. I mean, let's be real. You're seeing these people every day. All day. It's real.
Yeah, and it kept it going. It kept morale up. Even on the bad days, everybody has bad days. You're literally gonna see everybody's bad day, sad day, and it was so cool.
Yeah,
it was so cool to have that experience with everybody and that bond and. I still talk to like Justy and Jamal and like,
On the Doja tour, like it seemed like you guys were just very close. You had like a great just relationship. You could see it on stage. You could see it off stage. Yeah. Is it, for you as a dancer, do you like being closer to the artist? Does it make you feel better on the job? Or are you cool with like being a dancer and just being like, I'm over here?
I think with like both those tours, I'm cool with both.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's definitely way cooler if you have that relationship with the artist and they're just open to that relationship as well.
Yeah.
But if the artist is, in their own world,
that's also okay.
There's also like the age difference. Like, Doja's literally in our age realm, and Nikki, she's a mom, she's a wife. Like you have your whole life on the other
over
side
there.
Of the stage.
Yeah, for sure.
It was super understanding. Totally get it. But I'm cool either way.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to be there.
I'm just happy to be here, man. All right, now we got a segment called Finish the Lyric.
Oh no.
Here we go. I can do it big. You got this. You got this. You got this.
I can do it big. Is this a Nicki song?
Mm-mm. Oh. Mm-mm. I'll give you the next line. I can do it long.
This sounds naughty.
It is. But it's, you know it. You know it. You know it. You know it.
I could do it big.
You got it.
I could do it long. I could.
Whatever or however you want. Yeah. We'll give it to her. 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 Because you got the melody. So you was in there. You was in there. You was in there. All right, now we got a segment called Spill the Tea, where I ask Jordan a rumor that I've heard about her, and she tells me, is it tea or not tea? But luckily, like Jordan says, she keeps her business to herself, so she'll be in that. But I want to talk about this Jordan and Chris Brown collab that happened. Bring it over to my place. You don't know what you do. Okay, so let's start at the beginning of it. Like, you shook the world with that one, babe. Like you got I remember watching it. I've watched it on my phone. I watched it on my TV because I just needed to see all of it. Like, talk about that whole thing, how that happened, how it came about.
Oh, man, it was just one of those classes that Nicole was like, hey,
LA's crazy.
You want to
one of those classes.
Yeah, one of those random classes, random day, random time of the year. Like, just come to class. I think Chris is coming. Like, I hope he's coming, so but funny. You just never know. And I was like, oh yeah, sure. Like, went to class like a regular day. I'm literally wearing regular ass clothes. So funny. I just happened to have my wig on.
Hair was laid. I was about to say hair was laid though.
I had a show. Like, I was doing other things. So I would just happen to have a wig on that just did his thing. And he ended up pulling up. She like pulled me to the side like midway, like towards the end of class. It's like, yo, he's pulling up. I was like,
oh my God. Did you get nervous? Not the gum. No, but real shit though. Like real shit.
Real shit.
Were you nervous? Like, were you like? Because you didn't look it. So let's start there. You didn't look it at all. I'm asking.
I think I blacked out.
Yeah, you have to.
In a weird way. Like, I definitely remember the moment.
Yeah.
But like very sparse.
Yeah.
I just remember facing the back and I was like, okay, bitch.
Here we go. Yeah. And of course you don't know that this is going to be a giant moment, but like you can, in your head, like, bitch, this is about to be something. So
I have to make this.
And if I don't make it, it's not going to be something. So I need to.
And like, I went last. And I was watching everybody else, and I'm like, bitches are eating it up, and like everybody's so tea.
Oh, so you went last? Yeah. Okay.
And I was like, okay, like they're touching him, but that's it. Nobody's like really going for it, and I'm like, I guess it's gotta be me.
You know what I mean? This is my shot. Hello? Like, what do you mean?
I guess it's gotta be me.
There was a lot of hate that you got online from the ladies. Jealous. How did you respond to that? Did you respond? Are you a clapbacker?
I became a clapbacker.
You have to. I'm a clapback. If you're gonna come on my page and talk crazy, I'm gonna let some of them rock because user 9497, you can choke. But if you got something to say like directly to me, oh yeah, let's go. We got that. We on that.
Because what they were saying about me was just so Like, it just wasn't true. Like, the girls were really mad at me because I said that class was part of the reason that the song revived.
But why do we feel the need to argue that? Why is that a weird thing? I was talking about that with Aaliyah too. Like, why are we acting like these dance videos that do get millions and millions and millions of views are not the reason people go to their iPad and play the song? Like, why is that a bad thing? It's so weird.
They took it and they were like, oh, she said that she was the one that made the song go viral. And I was like, whoa, I never said myself. I even have screenshots of the post that I made.
Right.
And I said, the class?
Literally.
Nicole? Like, never did I say.
And you too, though. But, like, let's just be real. Like, I don't know, you know?
I'm not even gonna.
Why are we, like, weird about that? I don't know. That's so strange to me.
Like, the proof was in the pudding. Like,
exactly.
People also were like, oh, it was on TikTok before that. And I was like, the class happened. Then it started showing up on TikTok. Then, you know.
Which is how a trend works.
Which is how it
we know that, right? It's okay, though. You still ate it. You still ate it. Now we have a segment called Ask Dexter, where Jordan gets to ask me some questions. And I'm nervous. Oh, my gosh, she pulled out her phone. That's how you know she's about to get me together. She's about to eat me up with these questions.
Not even eat you up. I just have a couple questions, like, even for myself as somebody that's still trying to navigate through life and my career and
type shit.
Relationships and stuff like that. Do you ever get tired of the industry or teaching or just keeping up with the trends of social media and of all of it? And if so, how do you overcome it? How do you just not get burnt out and just be like, you know what, fuck it, I don't want to do this shit no more?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, absolutely, yes. It is. I don't think people even understand how daunting it is to even just post on social media in fear that you will not get a certain amount of this or a certain amount of that or a certain amount of this, especially when you've put like your hard work and your hard earned like talents into this shit for real. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's one thing that is like a whole thing in itself, the social media side of it. The industry side of it is tough too, because I was telling somebody else, I've been in a lot of different facets of the industry. I'm now on a reality show. Like, it's just like, there's so many different parts of the industry that I've been in that I do enjoy doing all of that, but then like you have moments where you're like, am I doing enough?
Yeah.
But then you're like, wait, you're doing like 80,000 things. When you talk about, are you doing enough?
Yeah.
Like, so it's like body dysmorphia almost. Right, like you just feel like an imposter sometimes. I'm now a director of a convention, so now I have a whole other part of my life. You know what I mean? Like, so I have to deal with like chaos faculty, which is like, you know, all the greats of the world, and then parents and registration. Like, it's like my life just goes in so many places where I'm like, what am I doing? And I'm so happy that I'm doing this because I wouldn't want to do anything else, in all honesty. You know what I mean? Like, the hardships that come with it, the annoying stuff that comes with it, the shadiness that comes with it, like, I wouldn't want to do anything else. And I do think that there's a way that we can make this shit better. And I've seen it be better. I've been on jobs where it's not shady. It's not weird. It's not, no one's trying to like get over on the next person. So I know it's out there. It just sucks that like in our like commercial industry, we see so much of it. And we deal with it a lot. And we just are told to just deal with it and shut up. Yeah.
I don't get that.
No, it's actually the reason that people quit. And like what we were talking about, the reason people are stepping out of it is because you're not allowed to speak. You're not allowed to say your experiences. You're not allowed to like even go talk to like a friend about it, because it's like, I don't want to do that because I don't want it to get back to somebody and I don't get hired again. But like, that's crazy. So now I'm just supposed to keep all my trauma to get another job. Like, nah.
And that just doesn't allow change.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Even in the film industry, like all these conversations that are being had about all this shady stuff behind the scenes, we need to do the same thing.
Absolutely.
We have to do the same thing.
Absolutely.
And it sucks that a lot of, no shade, the higher ups are a lot of the people that are doing the shady stuff. So it makes it very like, it's just sticky waters. Like, it makes it very like hard to navigate too.
It does.
But I think that people like you, or like we were saying, people like Shar, like people that I've learned so much about in the past couple of years, and just like seeing you guys and your amazing career, there's hope. I really do feel like there's hope for y'all to be in the seats and y'all to be making these changes too. Because it doesn't got to be the people who were before. It could be y'all.
For sure.
You know what I mean? It could be all of us.
And I really do hope so. I really do. I just low key feel that sometimes there's a fear in that and trying to produce change. And for me, I'm like, do I have to wait until I get into that chair to start trying to make change?
Yeah.
Because
But
almost, because there's a fear behind speaking up. There's a fear behind trying to make like, you know, do the right thing or talk to productions or talk.
Oh my God, absolutely.
Because there's always a chance that you might be talking to the wrong person that might get you blackballed or.
And God forbid you go necessarily around the person that is in charge of you, and then you go to production and say, hey, listen, this isn't right. It's now considered a bad thing. But that's crazy because we just wanted some waters. All we wanted was some waters.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's. I do think it's going to be a slow burn, but I think it'll happen. I really do.
Yeah. I think this year, or honestly, it started a couple tours ago that I wanted to figure out how is it that I could start that slow burn, just ignite the flame just a little bit. So if there's anybody out there that is on the same tip as me that wants change and wants to create a better industry for the people that are coming up for us right now and for the people that are coming up after us, like, hit me up.
For real. And honestly, that's a big reason why I started this whole thing, because we don't get to talk. Yeah. We never get to talk. We never get to sit and talk about our experiences. We never get to talk about the shitty things that happen, the good things that happen, or how the shitty things made us a better person too. So I guess I urge the younger generation and even the generation right now, start talking, start saying things that you don't like, start saying things that are making you uncomfortable in these rehearsals. It's just a conversation. Yeah. And honestly, if they meet you with animosity or that kind of vibe, you don't want to work there. You don't want to work there. Absolutely. You don't. Trust me. The check ain't worth it to work there.
It's not.
It's not.
It's really not. No. And that's something that I also had to learn this year / last year, is like, it's really not worth it. Like, if it does not sit right with you, if it doesn't sit right with your morals, if it doesn't sit right with, just like, you just don't like it. You don't like being treated that way. You don't like being spoken to that way. Yeah. It's not worth it.
And you know the difference, right? Like, you know the difference of like being a brat, like, oh, I'm just like being a brat today versus like, I don't know about this. This feels a little wrong. Yeah. Period. That was a good question.
I have one more question.
Yes.
Okay. So, how does one
I love this.
Score a relationship, a healthy relationship in the industry? How do you navigate that? Ooh. Are you in a relationship?
We on the way. We on the way. Man, it's a lot of trials and tribulations. Boy, I have had it all. I've cussed somebody out outside of Carnival. I've done it all. Like, I've had all the things. But you know what? Like, dating has changed, obviously, because of social media, because of just what we're dealing with, because of the climate of the world. Like, it's just all changed. And you'll know what's right for you when you find it. And you have to, us as dancers, we're very quick to go, I don't need this because I can get something else. Just like with jobs, like, oh, I don't care about that because I'm gonna get something else or anyway. I'm gonna do this anyway because I want to. There's a part of you that has to sit down and say, if this is something that I really believe in, I gotta work for it. Just like with dance, like, if this is something I really, really want, I gotta work for it. There's red flags, obviously, that you're like, get me the hell out of here. I don't need to be around this. But sometimes, at least for myself, I can be a little dramatic in calling something a red flag when maybe it's like a beige flag. You know what I mean? Maybe it's like we can work through this kind of situation because everyone's different, right? Yeah. Everyone is so different. And we are programmed to be a certain way and just like go. Like, we're just like, we'll travel. We'll leave the next day to go to France, or we'll go teach wherever because they called us last minute, whatever. But like, especially if you're dating somebody who's not in the industry, you kind of got to like talk to them a certain way or figure out how to deal with them in that way that they understand what we go through, because they're not always gonna. Right. And that's what sucks about it. But I think too, like, why not? That's a part of the challenge, and that's a part of what makes something really good. It's like working for it. Yeah. If it was too easy, I think we've seen relationships that were like, oh my God, y'all are perfect, y'all are everything, and then next month, 6 months, we don't see them together anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah. So for me, I'm really working on like the hard work of a relationship and like what really matters to me in a partner and what I want. You know what I mean? Like, are you somebody that feels like you have just not had luck in the dating department? Just like,
well, overall, yes. Yeah. No luck. But I'm just a little lover girl.
Yeah. You want to be in a relationship. Like, you want to be locked down.
I thought I was going to be married already. I thought I was going to have kids. I thought I was going to be locked up and ready in my house, in my home. Yeah. And here I am.
What's been the What do you think has been the overall pattern, I guess, of relationships that you've been in?
No commitment.
No commitment.
Yeah. I'd be so ready to commit, and then you spend so much time with somebody, and then there's just like it comes to a point where they're like, oh well, no, or something happens, and it's like, well, we were never in a relationship, and it's just like,
but you was at my house every night. No, literally.
Like, oh, okay, that's fine or whatever.
And to me that's the red flag. Like if I'm starting to see patterns of you don't have any future in this, like, oh yeah, no, we can't do this.
But you know what the thing is that I think I run into people that I don't know if it's that they didn't have good intentions, because I do think that they're maybe good people on the inside, but yeah, the intentions were just mixy, because we would have a lot of the times I would have conversations about it going somewhere and going further, and then all of a sudden I'm being gaslit into thinking that wasn't the conversation.
That it was never even a conversation. Yes.
So at this point I'm just a little scared too.
Yeah. And then that puts a guard up, and that makes you not want to go for it.
Yeah. And then that makes me just like the people that I'm scared of.
And that's what I also had to tell myself too. I can't be bitter. And with gays it's way harder. Trust me, because men ain't shit. So then a man and a man who ain't shit together. You know what I mean? So
there's a whole bunch of
ain't shit everywhere. So yeah, but I'm hopeful. I don't want to be bitter. I don't want to be mad. I don't want to be somebody that's like, I can never do this.
Yeah.
And I would love, and I'll just speak for a gay relationship, I would love to see a gay relationship, even in the industry, that is successful, because we don't have that, unfortunately. And I would love to see that. I really would. And yeah, I think that would help too. But
I think
that's a good question. Good question.
I'm just trying to figure it out for myself.
You're gonna get there. Watch. All right, now we got a segment called Slay or Nay, where I ask Jordan some rapid fire questions, and she tells me, is it a slay or is it a nay? Dating a guy the same height as you.
Like exact same?
Like same, like eye to eye. Because how tall are you?
5 on my resume or in real life?
We'll put resume height.
5'3".
5'3". You heard her? 5'3". So yeah, like same height, like y'all.
Ooh, I don't know about that. I did go on a date with somebody once.
Really?
Like a long time ago. Yeah. He's actually just a little known, but I didn't realize how short he was.
Stop.
In real life. Yeah, I knew he was small, because you could kind of tell on his
on
page,
pictures. Yeah.
In real life, I pulled up and
you
I was
gagged.
Like, and then I was wearing like this silk like pajama type set, and then I got there, he wasn't changed yet, and then he's like, I'm gonna go change. He pulled up with like the same suit in black, and I was like, oh no, okay. You look like a son or something. Like, I can't do this. It's not right.
Did you have heels on too?
No, thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God.
So
okay, cute. So it's a nay.
Yeah, I think it's
Cybertrucks.
Nay.
I hate you guys. I do.
Nay.
It's weird. I hate it.
It is.
Von Dutch.
Yay.
Love Von Dutch. Okay. Teachers wearing sunglasses in class.
Were you drunk the night before? Did you have a couple of
like they walk in, like boom, what's up, y'all, and just like shades on.
You had a long night.
You gonna let it rock?
I'm gonna let it rock.
Okay,
I'll let you rock.
We like that. We like that.
I'll let you rock.
Vegan food.
Nay.
Oh my God.
Absolute nay. You can never convince me.
I'm sorry.
You can never convince me.
And don't take me to no Cafe Gratitude. Don't take me to no whatever.
Jackfruit.
Impossible. It's impossible for me to eat it. I don't want it. I don't want it. No. Run that red meat, baby.
Exactly, that red meat.
Have you ever gone on a date with somebody at a vegan place?
No. Honestly, I've only been on like maybe 5 dates in my life.
In your life? Stop. Is that just because you're like, I don't want to like see random people?
Well, yeah, no, I don't do the random people.
I
am on a dating app. Have you seen me on a dating app?
We were talking about that last episode. Okay, what dating app are you on?
I'm on Hinge.
We were just talking about that. Hinge is like the spot apparently that's like the normal. Like people are cool. Like no one's like creepy or weird.
No, they're creepy and weird.
Okay,
but, you gotta weed them out.
Yeah.
I'm on Hinge, and I don't meet up with anybody. Yeah. I rarely talk to anybody. I just kind of like.
I know, right? It's like you go back to the app and then you just have these notifications. You're like, let me just look through it, like a magazine almost.
Literally, like,
Okay, so nay for the vegan food. Tooth gems. Slay. I think 2 Gems are so cute.
I want a whole like.
I know, little grill of them. I feel you. Skinny Boys.
It's not my preference.
Yeah,
but
it's like it's okay. I've been more open to it too.
Yeah, honestly, at this point, my parents say, like, obviously your type is not working out for you, so maybe you should try something else. So maybe
when the parents intervene, it's
they're always intervening. Like, they're literally my best friends, so they know absolutely everything.
I love that.
They know my type to a T.
What is your type?
Big,
Texas.
Just so gorgeous.
Yep.
Beard.
Want it all.
Yeah, dark features.
Yeah. Oof, yes. Absolutely.
Tall, dark, and handsome if possible.
Or adjacent, something like that. Okay, straight boys and crop tops.
I didn't date him, but yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't bother you.
I don't get bothered.
Yeah, right. I think it's
my
cute.
mom was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "It's LA, mom."
Yeah, and I don't even think it's even that. Like, I don't even think it's like, yeah, I think it's just like a personal. And I honestly feel like it makes you really dope that you're not scared of what people are gonna say about you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you have a great self-confidence, which
absolutely,
I love. Yeah. Dating a rapper.
The toxic in me wants to be like,
God.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
We're growing.
Yeah, okay, good.
And
good.
We have to move on.
So we say no.
Nay.
That's fair. What's the craziest DM you've ever gotten? And I know it's good. I know they're good. I know they are.
Like, from who? It's only funny if you know from
Dang!
who. Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have to tell us from who it is, but try to give us some context clues and let people figure it out.
Okay. It's definitely somebody that played a sport.
Okay.
They definitely don't play a sport anymore.
Okay.
But they're pretty known.
Retired athlete.
Yeah,
okay.
Retired. Okay. Well-known athlete. Was in my DMs, and
Yikes.
It wasn't even anything that he was saying. It's just the fact that he's constantly in my DMs and like
responding to every story.
Yeah, like not every story, but like every once in a while he'll pop in and be like, "You miss me," and I'm like,
"What?" And you guys never hung out, never met up at all?
Never.
What do you mean miss you? How would I miss you?
And I think one conversation we've ever had was about like the Chris Brown.
Oh, thing. Yeah.
And he was just like, "Oh, like that's so cool." And I'm like, "Oh my God, like is that's dope."
So it started out cool. I hate when they start out cool and they just get weird.
But I heard he's like that, so.
You got a record, huh? That was it. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
Tell us where we can find you, socials, all the things.
All of my socials are at Jorte, J_O_R_R_T_A_Y.
Period. And her name is Jordan, you guys. Stop calling her Jorte.
Oh my God. Literally on the last couple jobs, people keep on asking me.
No, I know.
People that have known me for years.
I know.
It's Jorte?
I know.
I'm like, I just had a fight with somebody just going in saying it's Jorte. I'm like, it's Jordan.
You better fight about my wrong name.
You better go in on
stand
me.
up to my wrong name. All right, thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. See you next time. Bye.
You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that.